All right, now we're going to end the show with some Lions news. Obviously, the biggest thing to come out of this week was Jared Goff restructuring his contract. So from my understanding, he turns $15 million of this year into signing bonus, which clears up cap space for this year. And then over the next 3 seasons, $5 million gets tacked on to his cap hit for those 3 seasons. So his cap hit for the next 3 seasons is going to be a little bit over $30 million.
Well, first gut reaction to this was kind of, if he doesn't work out this year, it's going to make it a little bit more of a sting to cut him eventually. It's going to be more money to let him go.
Yeah, this is like the first move they made the offseason where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, in my opinion.
Well, I guess it makes sense in terms of just allocating resources to get more cap room, to add more pieces.
Yeah.
Because this roster is a skeleton crew, and they need players. So it makes sense, but from that perspective alone.
At the same time, like, who are you going to sign that's going to hit the cap that hard? Like, there's nobody left.
Well, they just need pieces and role players. They just need money to get those.
And that's what they've been doing, but it's all 1 year, like, minimum deals.
That's what I expected. I mean, I'm totally cool with that, but the fact of the matter is that we didn't seemingly have the cap room to go after actual pieces that could.
Oh, what the hell happened to our cap room?
I mean, we weren't in a horrible situation, but
I thought we were like one of the top teams of space.
We were not.
No.
Oh. So we needed to make some room. I guess it makes sense. But like I said, the thing that's just most concerning is now if
they're locked in.
If he's a pumpkin this year,
yeah, he's going to be the quarterback for maybe 3 years at this point.
It's going to hurt a little bit more to get rid of him. I mean, I think that they would. If he really truly sucks, I don't think they'll have a problem moving on from him, but it's just going to have a little more of a bite on the way out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's be optimistic here. Maybe it'll be fine.
Yeah, let's be optimistic. Yeah, no, I'm sure it will be. I think Goff's going to have a great season.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So then the other news was 3 more free agent signings. We get more wide receivers with Khalif Raymond and Damian Ratley. But I believe Khalif Raymond is actually more so a special teams player, and that seems to be the replacement for Jamal Agnew.
Do these guys have – because I don't know who either one of these guys are.
They're both 1-year deals for like $2 million.
Do they have any shared DNA with any of our staff? Like, have they worked with them before?
I don't think so.
So they're just guys who are taking a fly around and see if it works out?
I think so, yeah. I do believe that is the plan. I would assume that both those guys are kind of filler. It would be cool if they signed Khalif Raymond because he's like super fast. That maybe like they're gonna let Goff kind of air it out a little bit this season.
I like it as long as in the draft, if we just pick up another receiver, because if we have Tyrell Williams, Quintez Cephas, and Rashad Perryman, and someone in the draft, that's kind of your top 4 rotation. I kind of envision it.
Yeah.
I would think. So these guys are kind of just like.
So you are pulling for Kyle Pitts.
No. Well, no, not. Let me rephrase. Not a wide receiver in the first round. How about later in the draft? Because this is supposed to be a draft with some depth at that position too.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So target someone later, and these are guys that we needed people. Like we needed people at wide receiver. So
That's true.
I don't have much to say on these, but I'm glad that we have some help.
Yeah. The other one was linebacker Alex Alonso, 1 year, $1.75 million deal.
Best move of this bunch of moves, I would say.
Oh, you think? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, anything that has this like shared DNA with New Orleans for Dan Campbell, in my mind, is like a good move. He brings in guys like Josh Hill, like this guy. It's just people that he can work with and is familiar with. That he's not like It's not like you're giving me this look, but he's not like a Trey Flowers. Okay, he's not like I'm going to pay him $90 million.
Okay,
like
that aspect, that's so true.
This guy,
okay.
I've worked with him before. He's a solid player. I know him. He'll get the system.
I'm looking at you like this is the same thing Patricia did.
Okay, right, but this is at a bargain.
Way minor level. So
now,
that's so true.
The Quintricia way of doing this kind of move would be let's trade New England draft capital to get this player that they probably don't need. There's a difference between that and signing a veteran who you know at a good.
Quintricia would have signed this guy for a 4-year, $80 million deal.
Also, we can't sit here and pretend that he's like a step down from Jones.
It's so true too. Our linebacking core is so bad.
I mean, that's
it's like, you know what? Like, welcome.
I like the move.
Yeah,
I think it's.
I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about him. I do remember seeing him play only because he's got those long locks. Yeah, he's got the luscious hair, which that's exciting. You know, we get to see that in person next season. So yeah, that's funny though. Alex Alonso, you know what? If he's good, I'm buying his jersey. Oh, if there's one thing you need to know about me in this podcast, I want a good linebacking core. That's why I'm pulling for Micah Parsons at 7. If they don't take Parsons, it won't be the end of days, but they got to take Kyle Pitts instead.
So just to clarify here, I know this is an audio format, but this player signing started off from Lucas giving me this like look, like what are you thinking?
My eyes are squinting.
By the end of our discussion on him, he will now be buying his jersey. That's
so true. I looked at it. I was like, you know what? I didn't hate the signing, but the way that you were phrasing it, like, okay, oh, you know, like he's a Saints guy. He's bringing him in from the Saints. We're becoming the Detroit Saints. You know,
never said that.
No, you didn't, but you implied it. But no, yeah. I mean, if he can bring some fire into the linebacking core, like, God bless you.
He's an upgrade over probably everyone in our linebacking core.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He's got experience with our head coach. He knows his system. He knows his culture, and he seems like a relatively cheap deal. So yeah, all those things seem good to me.
No, they seem good to me too. Yeah.